I want to ask sales side. You say that you you say that the acquisition with macro is the cannibalize is macro, right? I think I think it is not because the customer is different. Why you say that it is the cannibalize? I mean, it is a different kind of customer to go to buy at macro and CPO.
So the customer of CPO and macro are different, but the, when CPO expand the convenience store to the outside country, the people who buy from the pub and mom store will change to buy the convenience store from CPO, and therefore when pub and mom store does not have the customer, so that with the lower demand and this with the lower demand in the pub and mom store, the pub and mom store cannot sell their product and therefore will be forced to exit the market, which lowers the demand for the macro.
Regarding the same issue on the growth of the of 7-Eleven into more of the upcountry area, how can you justify that the increase in that percentage will more than offset, like the reduction in the cannibalization will more than offset the possibly the increase in the convenience store market?
The acquisition of macro does not increase the rate of the expansion of CPO. It's totally different thing. And then you ask like how could the reduction in sales
Also, macro will be reduced, and the sale and
oh
I was trying to understand that how can, like, looking at the overall picture, how can you justify that the reduction will be more than the possible increase in 7-Eleven?
okay. So first of all, the acquisition of macro does not increase the expansion of CPO. Second, the net income that we receive from acquisition of macro is about 4 billion baht per year. And I plus the PVC effect that I will try if you become approximately that on the liquidity of about 5 billion. However, the financing cost is already 9 billion, not including the cannibalization effect. Therefore, it means that just the financing cost is already higher than what you gain from acquisition of macro. And also the acquisition of macro is also indirectly destroy the customer of the macro as well. Because as the CPO is growing, then the customer base of macro is dying. That's why I said that this business model is not sustainable.
So I would like to ask the buy side, because I'm not convinced about the cannibalization that the sell side talked about. Could you say more about the strategies? How would you expand, just more than just the provincial areas, but expanding internationally or something? Do you have any strategy on that?
The main idea that CPO acquired Macro is to for the ABC, because as Macro have already opened a store in Vietnam, so CPO can use this as a channel to ABC as Laos, Vietnam, and Cambodia has a high GDP, and also together with ASEAN it has the largest in the world. And also they mentioned about cannibalizing. As I mentioned in the slide already, we capture different target of customers. If like we focus on like expanding internationally using macro, not just like expand to other provincial in the other country in Thailand. So we use macro to go internationally, but in order to like to use the distribution that already have to Vietnam, and maybe in the future macro will gain some more stores in other countries. And also my teammates mentioned that the contract with US like franchise of the 7-Eleven, they can't open internationally, and how can CPO grow without it expanding? So they need to expand like not in Thailand
The sell side, the team that's saying sell the stock, you talked about corporate governance. It's a very, very serious charge that you're making against the company. What evidence do you have that we can believe what you're saying rather than just the sensationalism of what you've said?
First one is the management plan to put the CPF as the main suppliers for its fresh and frozen food products, which already discussed in the presentation. The second one is, as the other team has mentioned, their plan to use macro as the mean to expand internationally. And in every country that macro can potentially expand into already has CPF in those countries. So basically what we are
Excuse me. Is CPF a public company or is it owned by the CP Group alone? It's a public company? So if I own CPF and I'm a minority shareholder in CPF, I benefit from this. So why is there a corporate governance issue with this?
because it's not benefiting CP all shareholders. They not necessarily be the same person, right? So if you own CPL stock, you're bearing all the interest costs from this acquisition. But people who benefit from it can be the person who owns the CPF share as well. So we're trying to say that the benefit is shared among the CP group companies, but the cost is bear solely on the shareholders who own the CPL shares.
Okay, next question.
I would like to ask the sell side. You based your case upon the acquisition of Macro. I would like to take that out of the picture and just look. I would like you to look at the company's performance without regarding the Macro deal. So how is the company performing? Maybe before, but also with the Macro deal. Even I guess it's a part of the company today, but it got to be a quite small part. So all of the rest of the company has to do well as well, I guess, or bad if you are on the sell side, which you are.
Okay, CPO was a good company, but after CPO has acquired Macro, it turns out to be that CPO has created a lot of risk to the company. CPO has created interest rate risk and a lot of risk that you not mentioned. And also, in order for CPO, we are talking about the future, right? And the CPO performance now, as you can see that there are a lot of competition in the market. And CPO is forced to unleash the macro potential. And in order to unleash the macro potential by achieving the expansion plan, the company is forced to issue more stock. It's true that this probably be, if the company successfully unleash the macro potential, it probably be good. However, it's forced to issue more stock. And what happens after is that there is going to be a great dilution into the CPO stock price. And that's why we recommend sell CPO. Because we see that there is a high potential that the company is going to issue more stock in order to finance the expansion of macro in the future.
Good, thank you.